Hello everyone. In this video I'm going to continue talking about phase 3 of the capstone project. Just a quick update. So far we are running the campaign together. I created the campaign as I explained in the set of slides. Fortunately there was no time to actually sit you with me and putting everything together, but I showed you really how I did it, and I showed you a little bit of the interface. And right now we are having an optimization score of 100%, so it is doable, you guys. You don't have to be scared of running campaigns if you have the legal business foundation to run campaigns. So right now we're going to talk about phase 3 of the capstone project. With phase 3 we're going to talk about the most important part of digital marketing, which is basically let's see, it's a tracking. So with the tracking, as we discussed in class, we are going to use the tracking template. And in the tracking template, we are going to use the UTM technology. So this, as you can see, it is called UTM. Stands for UTM stands for what? For Urchin Technology Module. Arching Technology Module. Oh yeah, I wasn't wrong. So this is the company that started this kind of technology, and then Google has bought it and added to it, and now it is what we know it as Google Analytics. So basically you have to provide in your final URL. So let's go to the what is it, to the client website, and then let's imagine we are doing coats or costumes. So now we are going to land on this final page. So let's imagine that this is our final page. So over here in the campaign ID, as you can see here on top, this campaign ID in orange is part of the UTM code that we are using for the tracking template. What we are feeding into that is the tracking values, and this is a dynamic tracking value. It's not a static, it's not a fixed parameter, but rather it pulls out the information from the Google Ads system. So it pulls out the campaign ID, it pulls out the ad group ID, pulls out the ad ID from there as a campaign ID. Maybe this is too long. Maybe it is too long. In fact, with the ad ID, I could get rid of the ad group ID. Yeah? But it's okay. I just wanted to show you what kind of dynamic value tracking are available with Google, as many as possible. These are not all what's available. All right, campaign source. Would like my campaign source to be Google search, not Google display or YouTube or whatever it is. It's Google search. And I would like to know the device. I want to know if more of the clicks coming from mobile or from PC, even though nowadays I think Google actually automatically tracks this, but just in case. So now you're telling me, okay, if it's automatically tracking this, why are you adding this? I'm adding this to first introduce what's available over there, like in Google. Second, who knows, maybe in the future you might work with a third party, meaning you might work with a marketing agency that provides its own analytics tool. Not everything in the world should be Google Analytics. Just because Google Analytics is cheap, meaning it's free of charge and is good for startup businesses, small businesses, that doesn't mean other businesses and don't use other platforms of other marketing agencies. So in this case, you don't know if they're actually tracking it automatically or not. So I'm just showing you what's available. Okay, next, the campaign medium. The campaign medium is cost per click, if it's cost per action, if it's cost per impression. Yeah, but right now we're running a campaign that is cost per click. So this is the campaign cost per click. Do not add banner and email. Here you can do the banner and email. Campaign name. You can take it as dynamic. Why do you want to put it as static? you can fix the campaign name on Google Ads, and then it will take the campaign name as you fixed it once and for all on the system. Campaign term. Uh-oh, that was campaign medium. So campaign term is basically the keyword that you are using. Also, this could be because you have so many different keywords that could it trigger this advertisements. You cannot add static, you guys. You cannot add static value tracking. You need to add the dynamic ones. So you cannot just add a static keyword. You need to add a dynamic keyword. So over here, this is a dynamic keyword for the key phrase or keyword that triggered this click, and also along with its match type. As I told you, of course you cannot repeat the same keyword with different match types, but if you put it in different ad groups, and then each ad group you run it at different times of the campaign, then this is possible. Campaign content, you can add the ad type, or you can put the ad type, and then you can put, if you are doing display, you can put can put underscore video underscore image underscore animation image underscore what do we call it? I forgot what do we call it when you have like multiple media in what do we call it? I forgot what do we call that. Forgot really what do we call it. I'm so sorry. I can't just recall it at the moment. Widget. So we call it a widget. So you have like the ad type and underscore widget. Widget is basically when you have in within that ad space, if it's a display ad, if you have different medias in there, text, video, animation, something like that. So now that you has set up the parameters, the right parameters, and it's not very difficult, isn't it? Most of it's dynamic. Only here you need to put your choice, and sometimes here you also need to put your choice. So sometimes you put here, you put a widget, for example, or widget 1, yeah, because you might have multiple ones, ne? So in this case you are going to copy this, right? So you copy this, but you're not gonna use this as is. What are you gonna do? Actually, in reality, what you're gonna do, you're gonna take all this up to the question mark. Don't delete the question mark along with it, ne? Okay? So you are going to get rid of this, which is the final URL. Take away this up to the question mark and add instead landing page URL, and then close that. And that would be the final URL, right? And then here is the tracking. You copy that and you put it into the system. All right? Copy that, put it into the system. Now, for the assignment, what do you need to do? For the assignment, you need to show me the work here. So you are going to print the screen here. And I talked about printing the screen earlier, but let me talk about it again. There is a print screen button on your keyboard. My print screen button activate the snipping tool. My snipping tool allows me to drag and drop and actually, select this. So I want you to select this. It's okay, I don't need to, and then like that, yeah. And also at the end, love, I just want to make sure that you understood what to do with this guy over here. So I want you to copy this and again do as I did just now and take this out up to the question mark and add the, you know, landing page URL, and this would be your final URL. So don't forget to add this, okay? Don't forget to add, you don't have to bold it, but I'm just bolding it so that you don't forget to add this. And this would be the submission of the assignment. But please make sure that you already studied this for the quiz, so I am all right. I know for sure that you have everything covered, and you understood all that. So I'm gonna save this and share it later on. However, I don't think I do need to share it because I have the video. So this is the assignment, and then you go over here and then you submit the assignment. Assignment 6, tracking. It's till June 20th, but I recommend that you submit it for as soon as possible. Thank you so much. Bye bye.